Hi everybody, welcome to Jin's Wall Street News. NVIDIA reported on Wednesday after the bell that its revenue rose 122% in the second quarter from the previous year. According to the second estimate released by the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, U.S. GDP grew at an annual rate of 3% in the second quarter 2024, revised up from 2.8% in the advanced estimate. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the number of Americans claiming unemployment benefits fell from 233,000 to 231,000 in the week ending August 24th. According to the National Association of Realtors, pending home sales dropped 5.5% in July. 10-year Treasury yield rises to 3.87% as the second estimate of the U.S. GDP grew stronger than the advanced estimate. U.S. stocks mixed on Thursday. S&P 500 lost 0.004%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 0.59%. NVIDIA released its quarterly earnings on Wednesday after the bell. The company reported $30 billion revenue, up 122% from a year ago, and 68 cents adjusted EPS, up 168% on a yearly basis. So the company beat on the top and bottom lines. When it comes to the guidance for the current quarter, the company expected $32.5 billion, higher than market expectations of $31.7 billion. Despite the blockbuster earnings, shares of NVIDIA dropped more than 6% Thursday. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang discussed Blackwell timing during the conference call, quote, "We're sampling functional samples of Blackwell, Grace Blackwell, and a variety of system configurations as we speak. The functionality of Blackwell is as is, and we expect to start production in Q4. When I say ship production in Q4, I mean shipping out. I don't mean starting to ship. I don't mean starting production but shipping up." He also talked about ongoing platform transition, quote, "You've heard me say that we're going through two simultaneous platform transitions at the same time. The first one is transitioning from general-purpose computing to accelerated computing. And it's not unusual to see someone save 90% of their computing cost. You just sped up an application 50x. You would expect the computing cost to decline quite significantly. The second was enabled by accelerated computing, generative AI. It's a fundamental new form of computer science. There are several things that are happening in generative AI. The first thing that's happening is the frontier models are growing in quite substantial scale. The second is, although it's below the tip of the iceberg, what we see are ChatGPT image generators. What's below the iceberg are the largest computing systems in the world today, which are recommender systems moving from CPUs to generative AI. In response to a question on the shape of the revenue growth in near term, Jensen Huang said, quote, "Next year is going to be a great year. We expect to grow our data center business quite significantly next year. Blackwell is going to be a complete game changer for the industry. and Blackwell is going to carry into the following year. According to the second estimate released by the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, U.S. GDP grew at an annual rate of 3% in the second quarter 2024, revised up from 2.8% in the advanced estimate. The BEA said, quote, "The update primarily reflected an upward revision to consumer spending," end quote. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the number of Americans claiming unemployment benefits fell from 233,000 to 231,000 in the week ending August 24th. However, the number of Americans receiving benefits after an initial week of aid increased 1,855,000 to 1,868,000 in the week ending August 17th. U.S. initial jobless claims peaked at 250,000 in the week ending July 27th. Fortunately, the number of the claims fell to 231,000 last week. It looks okay. However, what investors are concerned about is the U.S. continuing jobless claims, because the number of the claims came close to the peak at 1.87 million. According to the National Association of Realtors, pending home sales in the U.S., a forward-looking indicator of home sales based on contract signings, decreased 5.5% in July. The National Association of Realtors chief economist Lawrence Yun said, quote, "A sales recovery did not occur in midsummer. The positive impact of job growth and higher inventory could not overcome affordability challenges and some degree of wait-and-see related to the upcoming U.S. presidential election." 10-year Treasury yield had decreased as the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said during the Jackson Hole conference last Friday, quote, "The time has come for policy to adjust," end quote. Then the yield was up and down as the headline durable goods orders rose 9.9% in July, while new orders for non-defense capital goods, excluding aircraft, fell 0.1%. Then the yield was hovering around 3.84% as oil prices changed. On Thursday, the yield jumped as U.S. GDP growth in the second quarter was revised up from 2.8% to 3%. U.S. stocks mixed on Thursday. S&P 500 fell 0.004%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 0.59%. Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.